Governor Charlie Baker's time on Beacon Hill is coming to an end. The governor announced earlier this morning he will not run for re-election in 2022. Thanks for joining us here at noontime. I'm Paula Eben. Charlie Baker has led Massachusetts as a Republican governor in a largely blue state for 2 terms now. But now Governor Baker and Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito have decided they will not seek a 3rd term. They released a letter today in which they wrote, quote, "Serving as governor and lieutenant governor of Massachusetts has been the most challenging and fulfilling jobs we've ever had. We will forever be grateful to the people of this state for giving us this great honor." So we turn immediately to our political analyst, John Keller, for more on these breaking developments. Big decision, John. National news.
Yeah, and not necessarily surprising. I'm a little bit more surprised about Polito than I am about Baker, but a combination of factors at play here, in my humble opinion, Paula. Clearly, the triumph of Trumpism over the Massachusetts Republican Party, where you got polls showing him being beat 2-1 by a little-known former state rep, who we'll talk more about in a minute. The stress of governing during the pandemic, the toll it's taken on his family. Put that all together, and I'm not surprised that Charlie Baker just decided enough is enough. There's a big gaping hole now where the Massachusetts Republican Party leadership used to be, and they're going to have to figure out how to fill it.
Yeah, some people might have thought Karen Polito would think, well, it's my time now, but really, Baker and Polito found themselves outside the mainstream of where the national Republican Party is right now.
You cannot overstate the animosity toward Baker, Polito, and all other non-Trump Republicans from the rank-and-file Republicans around the country and here in Massachusetts.
And certainly some of that was exacerbated by COVID-related issues,
yes,
right? Lockdowns,
definitely.
shutdowns.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about who might run now on the Democratic side, now that there's a vacuum here.
Yeah, well, you see the 3 announced candidates, State Senator Sonia Chang Diaz, Harvard Law Professor Danielle Allen, and former State Senator Ben Downing, all on the left of the spectrum within the party. All have struggled to raise money and get name recognition in the shadow of what's Baker going to do, what's Maura Healey going to do. And, of course, there's the, I don't want to describe her as an elephant because she's actually a rather petite person, but Maura Healey has been the big cloud, if you will, looming over the field. And now she's got a decision to make. I think it'll probably come sooner rather than later. You can only give once to a political candidate in a calendar year. So if she wants to hit up donors twice, she needs to get going. She needs to get going. And it's a golden opportunity for her.
And on the Republican side, who's left?
Well, you know, there's Jeff Deal, the former state rep I alluded to. He was the cannon fodder Republican who lost to Elizabeth Warren in the 2018 Senate race. You know, Deal in some ways is an attractive candidate, but the problem is Trumpism is not popular here in Massachusetts. So right now, unless there's dramatic changes in the landscape, that looks like a hopeless endeavor.